how important is it that you analyse the characters and you have good characters? Some of the players that you brought in immediately seems to have really nice characters, nice way about them. Ramsdale, sort of kind of he's got a nice manner about him, hasn't he? He's a really good guy. Tomiyasu as well. How important is that character building for the durability and sort of kind of manner of the dressing room?
In my opinion, vital. Medium and long term, I think is crucial, because at the end, a team is formed by individuals who have the same purpose, and to have the same purpose, you have to trust each other. You have to be connected with each other. You have to create synergies between each other, and to do that, there has to be some affection, some love, some belief between them, and that only happens when you like what you see, you like the characters, and you feel connected with them.
Will it take time for players to gel before we see the best of those new signings, for the best of the group?
Probably to get the best version of themselves with the best version of the team, yes. But you will see flashes, probably the best version of themselves, or best version of the team. But what we want to see there, you could get thousands of examples of players in the Premier League that they need some adaptation. But so far, I'm really happy with what they've done.
Tomiyasu really caught the eye Saturday. The fans immediately took to him. Obviously that's really important. But he looks a real big character. He looks passionate. He looks determined. I think he only had 2 training sessions, didn't he? And so, tell us about a bit about his attitude and his will to win.
Well, we didn't even have time to introduce him, basically, but that shows me as well how intelligent our fans are, because they picked him up straight away. Probably it helped because he's with a smile on his face. He looks clean, he looks honest, he looks transparent. And then when he's on that pitch, he doesn't doubt. He's fully committed. He goes for every ball. He's reassuring. He's got a presence. And he's a very honest player, and you could see the reaction and the connection that he had straight away with the fans. So it was very pleasing because he was so quick.
He was one that particularly caught your eye, wasn't he, in the transfer process? I know it's a joint decision, but you liked him, didn't you, as a character?
And please, I don't want to talk about you or these are all Arsenal players, know, that we signed through a process that has been done for a long time, and Tommy obviously was for all of us a player with a huge. We didn't know that he could be in the market because we believed that it might not be the possibility. But the moment that opened, the club was straight away in a really convincing way, efficient and clear that we had to do it. So we are very happy to have him.
Is he an English speaker? Is it sort of?
His English is much better than I expected. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sure. And I was just going to sort of touch on the sort of kind of, I guess, sort of Simon mentioned it before, but I guess down the years, Arsenal have been seen. Sometimes you go to the northwest, it's not always the easiest place to go. How anxious are you to kind of dispel that myth that Arsenal sometimes can be a soft touch? And do you see the characters in this dressing room that are
try to change it? Try to change it. We know that you guys already use a few words that I hate to hear, but they've been used when we play this kind of opponent. Let's change it. If that's like this, let's change the narrative and put a different one after.
You've got those guys to change it.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Good luck Saturday. Thank you.
Finally, we'll go to Matt.
Hi, Mikel. What sort of activities do you do to build your team spirit? And do you do sort of team building exercises as such?
I have to be honest with you, Matt. In the last 18 months, we haven't done anything because we had COVID and we have so many restrictions. But from now on, hopefully, we're going to start to do a few good things that we can enjoy together as well.
What sort of things have you done as a player to help team spirit?
Many different ones. Some of them with the coaches, some of them just with the players, some with the whole club involved, which are great, some with families and kids, and try to understand each other's life better. It's all about connecting with each other, and the way we can do it, and the more fun and more trust we can generate amongst the group and amongst the club even better.
Can you remember any standout examples when you had a particularly successful team building session?
Yeah, for me, one of the best ones that we had, it was here at the training ground. Sean O'Connor prepared everything out there, and it was fun games with all the families and kids. And we did that 1 year, and 2 years later we did something similar. We had many more kids. So the players were busy with their wives, and we can see that the family was growing, and it was great to see how the team, how the club, how the staff and everybody was getting to start to know each other in a much deeper way.
Just for context, Sean O'Connor's our facilities manager, just for context.
Yeah. Cheers, Dan. Just for, I mean, is that the sort of, you talk about long-term vision, is that the sort of spirit and the sort of environment you're trying to build here again?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, we had some difficulties, man, to do that because it wasn't possible. So you want to make a player that is just joining the club as welcome as possible. You want to try and to explain the values of the club, who are the people, but it's been difficult because they weren't able to. We have so many people at Highbury House or at the stadium that we would like to have them here, and it's not been possible.
We hear a lot about jokers in the dressing room really helping with the mood. Have you got jokers in the Arsenal dressing room, and who are they, and what sort of things do they get up to?
I think we have a few, but I prefer that the players respond to those questions because they are with them. It's not probably for me to say, but there are some funny ones, yeah.
I appreciate the sanctity of the dressing room, but when you were playing, who were the big jokers that really helped your spirits when you were playing?
At that time, I don't know. Per was one of the main ones, I would say.
What sort of things did he do to keep spirits up?
Yeah, he was a key part of that. He was instrumental in that. He was great for the dressing room.